Adding yourself to the team page is part of your onboarding issue. So when a person's start date has been set, People Ops will come through and update this page from showing a new vacancy to show someone's initials. And part of the onboarding process is to come through and update your entry to show your full name, your picture, and then place a link out to your GitLab user ID. To do that, you're going to navigate to the www.gitlab.com project. And first you want to update your picture, and then you can go through and update the YAML file. So we're going to navigate to source, and then the image directory, and then team, and these are just alphabetical. And you'll notice that most everybody has named their file with their first and last name. This is correct because we want everybody's pictures to be uniquely identifiable to them. To add the file, you click the plus sign at the very top, you click upload file. You can drag drop that file in here, or you can just click to upload, and then it'll look at your computer hard drive and you just select your file from there. It'll give you a preview of your picture. And then you create a commit message. For most everybody, this target branch is going to be patch dash and a unique number. I always recommend that you change that branch to something that's uniquely identifiable to you so you can locate the branch again after making your commit, and so you can complete your onboarding and edit the YAML file on the same branch that you upload your picture on. So it's all done in one merge request. So by default, I always change my branches to say marketing ops because that's my department, and then what I'm doing. By default, this box will be checked, which means it'll create a merge request as soon as you say upload file. The next page that it'll take you to is your merge request. It'll bring over your commit message as your title description. You can feel free to leave it as is, or you can change it to onboarding issue and who you are, or you can change it to any other title that you feel describes the change that you're making. In the description, you can add details about the things that you're doing. You can also link out to your onboarding issue if you'd like. It's not necessary. For ease of work, assigning it to yourself makes sense because then it'll update your tray up here in the top right with a number 1 under merge request, so you can easily find this merge request again in the future. You do delete your source branches once they've been merged, and then you say submit merge request. So now it'll start running the pipeline in the background, but you can still go and make additional changes and add them to this merge request prior to having someone merge it for you. To navigate back to the branch you were just working on, you can click right here and it'll take you back into the repository on the branch that you created. Right here in this drop down, you can see that it matches. If at ever you find yourself making changes to the repo and it's not matching the branch that you need to be on, so you've navigated away and then you come back and you see where it says master, and you want to go make changes to the branch that you created so it can all be added to that singular merge request, you can click this drop down, and because you've named that branch something uniquely identifiable to you, you can go find it again, click on it, and then the system will update and push you back onto that branch so you can continue to make changes that'll be attributed to that exact same merge request. Now to update the YAML file, a YAML file is a human readable data serialization language, and in plain English that means that it's a text file that's easily read and updated and a simplistic format to maintain significant amounts of data, and then in the background, a script can read that and display all the text that has been added to that file in a controlled format. So we're going to click the Team YAML. We navigated to it by clicking Data and then Team YAML. To make edits to this page, you just click the Edit button. And you'll notice that everybody has the exact same entries or fields to make entries to. And this is what a YAML file helps keep organized. I always soft wrap my fields because as you notice that some people's coding bleeds off to the right side. By soft wrapping, it keeps that contained to the singular view that I'm looking at, and I don't have to scroll left to right to read full lines of code. Also, because I don't want to have to scroll through huge lines of code to find my placeholder, I'm going to hit Command F, and I'm going to search for my initials that I know PeopleOps has entered into the system for me. You can verify that you're updating your entry by checking that the title matches the title for the position that you hold here at GitLab. The slug, you can change it to match your email address, or you can leave it as is. Now you're going to also update your name so it's no longer displaying as a set of initials. Your start date is going to be set by PeopleOps. Your location, you enter one space, and you can put your city, you can put your city-state, you can put your county, your province, whatever you're comfortable with. In this case, we're just going to put their state. Country, same thing. It's just a single space. And then for United States, it's USA. This role, this job family, this will be set by PeopleOps. You do not need to change it. This reports to also will be set by PeopleOps, and this defines what team you belong to. So out here on the team file, there's an organizational chart that is also controlled by the YAML file, and that reports to line will put you into this flowchart on the correct team, and it'll show who you report up to and where within the organization your team fits, and the roll-up structure from there. So don't change that either, please. The picture file, this is what you're going to want to update to match the exact name of the file that you updated over in the images directory. And Twitter, this is just your Twitter handle if you have one. If you don't have one or you don't feel comfortable adding it, then please don't. Your GitLab profile, this is your GitLab handle. If you don't know what your GitLab handle is, you can find it in a couple locations. You can click the drop down up here where your picture is, and you'll see it displayed here. Alternatively, if you click profile, it'll take you out to your profile page. Again, it's displayed right here at the very top or up in your URL. You want your GitLab handle here in the YAML file to match exactly what is displayed on either of those other locations, because this is actually going to create a URL, a hyperlink that goes from the team page to your public profile. And so under departments, this also you don't want to change, but this departments area controls the sort functionality on the team page. So up here where you say filtered by department, these are all defined by the team YAML as well. You'll notice that some people have multiple listings under their departments if they're in engineering or marketing, or they belong to multiple teams. And so it's the macro team, but then also if those macro teams are broken down into smaller teams, you'll see that they have multiple listings. But it's an area that you don't update. That's something that PeopleOps will update on behalf of anybody who's starting. Then your story, PeopleOps usually puts through somebody's start date. You can highlight this and you can change it to whatever you'd like it to be. You can share as much or as little information about yourself as you feel comfortable with. Once you've made all the changes that you want to make to the YAML file, you're going to update self, or again, you want to give somebody a very high level set of information about the change that you made to this page in case in the future we need to revert a page backwards. By adding this commit message and changing it to actually show what was changed, it helps us read through the log files and maintain that page a little easier. The target branch should already be set to the target or the branch that you created in step 1. So you've made your changes and now you're going to say commit. Once this page updates, it's going to take you back to just the high level view of this YAML file, because you've already created your merge request. And since you've assigned that merge request to yourself, you can easily navigate back to it and submit it for merging by navigating to it here in the top right in your tray. You'll be able to click this and it'll give you a list of all the merge requests that are assigned to yourself. Most people will only have 1 or 2 since it's updates and changes that you've been making, and then you assign it out to someone else to merge. So you can click your onboarding issue, and you'll see that the pipeline's still running, and it did start over because you made additional changes. And then if you want to verify your changes, you can click changes and it'll show your diffs, which are the differences. And the green is what was added or modified. And then you can also see the picture that you uploaded. You want to verify that this file name matches the exact same file name up here. And since they do match, that means that this picture will be displayed correctly out on the team page. Once you've completed all these changes, step 1 and step 2 of uploading your picture and modifying the YAML file, you want to change the assignee on this merge request to your direct manager, and they'll get a notification that you've assigned them a merge request. They can review it with you at your next one-on-one or at their leisure. And now you can navigate back to your onboarding issue and mark updating team page as completed. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to the marketing ops team in the marketing ops Slack channel. Otherwise, engage your direct manager on getting assistance to make an update to the team page. And welcome to GitLab.